When it comes to friction, I think people have stopped looking at it as a bad thing, as an inconvenience. And now there's a growing understanding of the necessity of introducing friction and the necessity of being able to tweak how much friction you introduce into certain flows. Let's say when you go through an airport. We typically don't like going through airport security, but we have to do it and we understand why we have to do it and the risk that we're trying to avoid by going through it. I think the same understanding has reached the population of customers that are going through friction type workflows today. For example, identity verification is a friction point that allows us to be able to identify anomalies, sometimes early stages, sometimes later stages of a user lifecycle. One of the things that I do find that's very keen and important about the introduction of friction is how we are able to tailor it depending on what we are able to observe, depending on the signals and checks that we perform. If we have trustworthy and legitimate users, we typically tend to introduce less friction because we do not want to damage the relationship or we do not want to inconvenience customers that we know are trustworthy. However, if we identify high-risk signals or potential fraud, we want to be able to dial it up a little bit. Introduce not only additional checks, introduce additional due diligence and maybe even biometrics in order to identify if there's some sort of wrongdoing by bad actors in that stance.